addition to that, Roland, one of the things that's really important is our children at 3rd and 8th grade have always teetered with being #1 in the nation for the worst reading scores. The gap between Black and white students, the incarceration rate per capita for Black men. So it is a place where there is little hope, where people feel hopeless. And as a result of that, you get people who are not concerned. We need to reinstate opportunity and hope for people in order to be able to change the environment, because that's what you got. It's a powder keg without a doubt. And it's not done if we don't address the needs and the issues that the constituents feel.
I want to go to our panel right now, Barbara and Lauren. When you see what is taking place there in Milwaukee, first of all, forget what Sheriff David Clark has to say. Because the bottom line is, his job there should be the issue of, are you providing assistance when it comes to policing there? But again, when you look at this situation here, and I've heard stuff going back and forth. The police say he had a stolen gun. According to family members and friends, he had a concealed gun permit. Now this is what I'm trying to understand. The mayor is describing him having 23 bullets in a gun. Well, if you had a gun permit,
that's right,
you would have bullets in the gun.
Right, all that's fine. The thing is, just release the tape so we can all see what's going on. This idea that you want to dictate to us what you see on the video and we're supposed to just believe you carte blanche, it's nonsense.
Put it out. I'll come back to the video. But the reason I want to stay on the gun,
yes,
because this is what happens. In these cases, police and city officials come out and say it was an armed gunman.
Right.
Okay, but if he has a concealed gun permit, that is not reason to kill somebody.
Have we established that he has a permit?
Again, what I'm saying is, the police are saying...
It's my understanding.
Senator, go ahead.
It's my understanding, according to the family, that he did have a permit. It's also my understanding that false information was put out about his prior record, and tried to make it seem like stack the deck in the exact way that you're saying, Roland. And in addition to that, when you have individuals in a community that have pushed back on the police department and won their case, like this gentleman, this also complicates things.
Absolutely. And we know that police will retaliate. I mean, that's not an uncommon scenario. And listen, I just spent this entire weekend reading the Baltimore report. And remember what happened right after the Freddie Gray quote uprising? And we heard the same kind of talk from the police department.
Right.
Yet that report now shows how systemically, operationally, and deliberately the police were malfeasing, how much they were running around and violating the Constitution and racially discriminating. So I think that the community has every right to not only demand accountability here, but to question the police, because we have found out that they're not truthful, and I think there's no scenario that justifies the kind of comments we saw from city officials. People in Milwaukee, vote them out.
Here's what I don't understand. You got video, but you have no audio. So how is the audio not working? I mean, it's like in Chicago. Senator, hold on one second, Lauren, go ahead.
Anytime you put the actual authority in charge of the oversight, there's going to be a problem, whether it's Congress or police or anybody else. So obviously the police here are in charge of their own oversight, and as we've seen many times, they're not very good at it. I really don't care whether or not there's no audio. I'm wondering why they're holding back the video. I mean, it's like, put the video out. If the cop is so right, they should have no problem putting the video out.
But Senator, the reason I care about the audio is because, again, I'm seeing what game recognized game. And what I'm seeing here is a push by the community to have body cameras. Now all of a sudden, you get body cameras, and in an increasing number of cases, it wasn't working. So the cameras weren't working.